greetings, routine, regular routine, everything to the supreme. And I said, I don't know what I mean. Yeah. It's your boy, see you in the building, aka Samurai, do be, you know the deal, regular. We have a fantastic show coming on in a few minutes. But before we get to that, I just want to say respect to all the guys last night for excellent job. You know, I want to say respect to Just Spooners, G Mike, for saying Mr. Greg Morrison and our guests, Mr. Period, Mr. Grooveyard Period. Last night's show was fun. I had fun because them guys is Joe. I don't know, man. They boy make you laugh at so that they serious. I don't know, but at least at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, then boy, at least because you don't want to have the same opinion everybody, but you still want to make sure that at the end of the day, man and man could reason, could talk, and kind of thing needs to be spoken out. Me, we know the funny thing there right now with about music and arts and things. That's why we have this killer in the building, and I made it. The mother sit down in the green room, the chair. No worry, I'm bringing her on directly. He didn't come up last night, too. Everybody come back so the boy. That's when the man come out. You got that G Mike crew. You know G Mike come on every Thursday. Every Thursday, 9 Eastern, I think 7 BZ time, 6 Pacific, along with Mr. Gregory Morrison and Jose Koi and Just Spooners. And usually they got guests. But sometimes they don't even need no guests because they got a list of things to go through during the day. That's Thursday evening, 9, like I say, see smoke. You could get them, you always get them on YouTube, ballistic recordings as regular routine, And then let me see, the 6th, I think the cast of the hit play Makobi, yeah, with Altair and Ray work on the play. I'll get more information on it like on the 6th because they're gonna be live in the studio over here in NYC. So yeah, that's the 6th. And then the 15th we're doing a real fundraiser for Suzette and Mirrors Ministries and G Mike, you know what I mean? And for Steven, so cause Buddy Brown, respect on to the Buddy Brown still for always be, you know what I mean, philanthropist and help out, cause that's where you go. That's why I might dread that, you know what I mean? Happy birthday to my boy Eddie same way. I mean, I think that's what's happening so far. So without any ado, I want to introduce one of my boy. I look up to this dude right here because at certain things I haven't even met personally, but
what's
just
up?
the vibes. And sometimes music talks, so you can listen to some music and you'll say, well, okay, what it's coming from and what it's meant for and what it's meant to be and stuff like that. So the energy and the vibe is real, you know what I mean? Mr. Richard Adrian Holder, how you doing, my brother?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. I can't cry, man. What look at? I hear you was up. I hear you was up in a part of the country where it was cold, man. What happened?
well, finally cold this side too, because it looks like winter is upon us or whatever you call that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As the cold has come to Houston, I was in Washington, earlier this month. I said last day October.
Okay.
Halloween, by the way.
Huh?
Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, man. Happy Halloween. Yeah, happy Halloween. Same thing. Yeah, regular routine. Yeah, happy Halloween.
Hang out with that Dead Rose for Halloween. Check it out.
Yeah, you got.
And buy some flowers and dry up. So I say, you know what? This is the perfect day for.
My boy, you're a real magician. I can't back what I you at all. The family good, man. The family good, man.
Yeah, well.
Everybody good, right? I see my boy was doing his little coming down the stairs and just as whatever. I'm like, yo, you can mess around,
Oh, you said they follow me.
Yeah, what I mean, that's not even a question, bro. Come on, man. I understand that, man. You know what I mean? It's not even like that, bro. I keep you in a heavy rotation. I keep even I didn't name some of the songs and I can't find them in my thing because it's crowded. But I found the one I like, you know what I mean? So I'm working with that one. But all the pictures and stuff, which is another aspect of your game, you know what I mean? I always have those in heavy rotation. Last night it came up, that's what I'm telling you. But before I get to that, I was gonna ask What's the weather like down there now?
In Houston, Texas,
Yeah, in Houston, Texas.
it's chilly.
For real?
Yeah, it went from mid to upper 80s to, well, 50s.
Oh wow.
Right now, it's probably like, I would say, we're going to the evening, probably the dip below 70 right now.
Yeah, below 70. Y'all talking crazy. We dipped below 70 for the past month, son.
Yeah,
When I see, yeah, East Coast, it ain't a game.
maybe
And
some
it feel
cold
like there's ice in the air too. Huh?
I guess maybe some cold front the head towards Belize,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But I think it's all related because I think it got to do with the hurricane and Melissa. You know what I mean? They did great damage out there, you know what I mean? So prayers up for the people out there on the islands and stuff, you feel me? But I think all of that, everything got things to do with each other.
Of
That's
course.
how I see it. You know what I mean? It's all interconnected. So you got to
Well,
expect certain things, man.
the world is interconnected in so many different ways,
Yeah, and it's getting smaller. I'm globalizing everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because the world is getting smaller, bro. It's like right there. You know what I mean? That's why there's no excuse for you to be doing like different things, and because like yo, I mean, it's all in your hands, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I respect you the most. I think because you take an opportunity of what's available, and I think that's what we need to do. I think as a country, as the world, as everybody, we got to take advantage of what's available to us and make it be organic. Because a lot of people lost the sense, Rich, about touch and hearing and sound and feelings and vibe. It's cut off, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you something. Look, I'll tell you something. I think about this one a lot, right? How much of your mind belong to you? How much of your focus belong to you?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you go. Go ahead.
This world, right? Because this world, they have so many things, especially the new generation, where it's to pull them away from these things that you mentioned. Back in the day, you and I, were fortunate to have, our lives were not crowded with digital devices and stuff. We were able to think freely, and as a result of that, despite the fact that there weren't a lot of access to artists and things like that, I could tell you straight up, it's wonderful that everyone has access to that. That's not so bad. I mean, back in the day, I couldn't even find a book about Salvador Dali or let alone any of our Belizean artists. It was a strange and obscure thing. I lived with my grandfather was a Belizean artist, Cleveland Berry, and I couldn't read nothing about him. My mom had to tell me, "Oh, your grandfather is a musician."
Wow, yeah. Them guys knew. Joey Cohen knew, and I think of them boys I deal with, they know. Them guys is a wealth of knowledge. But anyway, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I know. So what I'm trying to say is basically today there's so many things pulling people away. There is too much information, and people don't have the ability now to kind of filter through those things and say,
yeah, you don't know what's real, what's fake. It's like fake.
With AI, that's the big thing now,
Yeah, big thing now.
Do we embrace it? Do we? You can't beat them, join them, or what do you do? Are you part of the resistance, or is it futile to resist AI?
Cool. You just rolling with what you're rolling with, or what? You know what I mean? And self-preservation is the key. I mean, sometimes you really can't get mad because people are like about checking for them. So it's kind of difficult too to be like, okay, I expect this person to do this, expect this person to do that. And all right, that's another reason again why I respect you again. We're gonna get to that again in a minute. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
So that you mentioned that, right? So I'll tell you my position on AI. I think that's a big conversation we have these days. So my cousin, he always hit me to AI because he's a computer engineer, and he loves it. For his line of work, it's amazing. So he sent me music through AI recently, right? And I have to confess, some might catch it, whatever. I mean, my cousin, I don't know one thing about write music, to send me music. I said, check this out, Rich, check this out. So I had to listen to it and
It's vibing.
It's okay. But I am more interested in actual intelligence as opposed to artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's
a vibe. It's an energy. It's not lacking in anything.
So I am 100% sure. Hear me out. Hear me. 100% sure AI can make my song. Because the last song I make, I think about specifically to right, is so dense with music, so different that even it took me aback a bit. Because I questioned myself. I said, is this good? Is this too much music? Am I trying to say too much in one song? Because I did think about the orchestra. I did think about a million, different ways that people orchestrate music with a whole company of musicians. We have in the fore, we have the mid-ground, we have the background, we have the percussion section, you have the horn section, you have the strings, you have the, sometimes there's one instrument playing. There's so much you consider. And I find with my sense of orchestration, especially in my EDM music, now here I don't talk about orchestration in the classical sense. I'm actually trying to bring the orchestra to electronic music. That's how I approach the music.
Okay.
So as of recently, I find that the music I make, even I had to really think about it for a second, and I love that. I like that, and I haven't heard something quite like it before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like AI made a threat to me yet.
No, not really.
I do believe that actual intelligence is something humans have to learn to apply a little bit more. I mean, I really find that, and I believe and I predict that in the future, when AI becomes prevalent and becomes somewhat of a norm, accessible to everyone, because children learn faster, right? You got kids that use tablets on a baby.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, coming out the womb. Yeah.
Yeah. So at some point, children want to access AI to just become a way of life. I do believe there will come to a turning point where handmade things again will matter more. They will come to the like fashion, like belt.
I mean, yeah, it's inevitable. Yeah. It's gonna worth more too. It's gonna be worth more too. It's cyclical. But people think it's a circle because it goes wrong. It don't goes wrong. It goes into bliss. It's not a really circle. It's a cycle. Like you just mentioned. You know what I mean? A lot of people think, oh, life is a circle. No, it's a cycle.
Yeah.
That's where people get mistaken with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Now, that's great. Let me say, as far as the construction of the music, right? Yeah. I noticed it. And I don't think it could never be you as a person or somebody. It could never be too much music. Because then if you worry about it too much, because then you're bringing that outside influence into your thing. So it's your thing. So if it's never going to be too much music, at one spell I thought, like right now, bro, I'm gonna be blunt, right? Right now, it's one word to make a song. I think when I was constructing like written and thing, I had I write books. So I think one song would be like, oh my God, that's too much lyrics for one song. Just like how you said, it's too much instruments for one song. But lyrics is almost as it's just as important as instruments. Meaning that in the sense that, okay, if it can't be too much lyrics, bro, and it could never be too much instruments, bro. Whatever you want to add to it, as long as it's uniform and it come out in the sense that it's waving, then it's good. Because that's what I heard. But listen to what I'm telling you now. Richard, it sounds more theatrical than the music that's out here. Your music some more like it's I read a couple of scripts. I told you we're gonna talk. You want to get off, we're gonna talk about that. But to me, I think even for one of the pilot I want, I would use one of your songs because it has that it got movement and it's almost speaking like. Am I wrong or is that
that's a good observation. That's good. Good observation. It's strange, like how can I say this? The music I listen to the most is actually score music. So if I've been listening to composers alongside, of course, everything else, right? Because I mean, you know, I have a lot of contemporary artists I like a lot, but and they're lyricists as well, but singers. But the music that really touches my soul is without language. It's pure music, and to me, music in that regard is universal. You know what I'm saying? Music on a
Correct.
whole is universal. I mean, you know, you don't have to really understand the lyrics. You could
Correct.
appreciate the
Yeah.
song,
Correct. Yeah.
but
Your man is playing at your man is playing at the Super Bowl this year.
yeah, correct. But
Yeah, halftime. Remember? And everybody loving music. And I hear people say they don't even understand what word he's saying. But
yeah,
go ahead.
you know, but think about this, right? Yeah, I agree with all of that. But as far as score, instrumental, classical, especially music for film, um, somebody from France, somebody from Africa, somebody from Belize, here I am, somebody from China could listen to that type of music and feel like it belongs to them because the language is music, pure music, not even lyrics. There's no words there. Um, so that kind of music influenced me a lot. You know, growing up, and my mom used to take me to the theaters. You know, and we would move to Trinidad when I was 5, so there was a lot of theaters out there. You know, and before that there was Majestic, of course, in Belize where I used to live.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember to go watch Roger Moore as James Bond.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was good for
Yeah,
me.
some of them, yo, they fire. That soundtrack, be fire.
Yes,
For
man. You know,
real, pause. Yeah, for real, they be fire.
I have collected every single John Barry soundtrack for it.
Yeah, they fire. I think your music is soundtrack though. I don't think that's all right. Look, this is another thing, Rich. This is how I see. You fit in where you get it. A lot of people want to get into certain areas that they don't really, you know what I mean? But you got to know what you do and know what you do best and where it belongs in because it's a niche for everybody. You just got to find your niche. And I'm not saying I'm right about your thing. I'm saying how I perceive it. And I perceive them as real soundtrack, like for huge. Pardon me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So anyway, bro, go ahead. So
Yeah.
James Bond.
Yeah, no, but you know, like,
007, stop playing. I think you want to play a little James Bond part 2 though. You think like you
I don't play that already, you know, but
Why?
I don't play
Halloween? Watch out.
And then I got married, right? It
Yeah.
was that chapter. You know what I'm saying? One thing about James Bond I like him a lot as well.
Yeah.
The character and always the fact that
Yeah.
he was open to relationships with any race of woman. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It was a message in there about which was kind of, you know, not direct, I suppose, but I grew up in a time where there wasn't, at least in my circle, I never understand race very well. You know, I'm already a mixed individual.
Okay.
And I used to live in Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, you know, moved around a little bit. And I never thought about race a lot, you know. These things, you know, I guess I was naive, you know, but as I got older, I started to realize that was an issue. But I'm glad that wasn't a burden for me, you know, because my mother was a very sweet person, and she
cool.
You know, she would raise me to be considerate of people instead of worry about whatever race and stuff like that.
All right.
You know?
When
you're open, my brother, what I try to say, you know, is like when you're open, right? When you're not open book, when you're not stuck in, right? I used to say stuck in a plane. I used to imagine that some chewing gum on my foot and I'm stuck in a plane.
Wow.
But that's
all right.
stuck on a plane is like meaning like you're stuck on a certain level. You know the go. You stuck.
You're just right there. You're just right there. Yeah.
Open to the world. You know,
you're
careful
right there.
You know, you're afraid for trying new food.
Yeah, exactly. You step out, you know what I mean? You'll say zone and stuff. Yeah, you're locked in. You don't want to experiment. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that's how I see the world. All that.
My
purpose at this, you know, this place, you know, my time, that we try to help people for come together, for make some way for make them come. So I'll tell you something. I don't know where this conversation is going. They're all over the place.
No, we good though. That's
But
my thing. We vibing.
I want to give
That's
you
how
a
I get down. Anyway, yeah, just like music. Yeah,
give you
yeah. We go with the flow.
give you a scoop. Check this out. So I'm in Houston right now. I'm there for almost a year already, right? At that point, kind of what you call a hiatus, because I haven't really. I have so much things to set up here for kind of get going, you know, for myself, for my family, and things like that.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
one of the main things, I was even in a car the other day to drive around, and I told myself, you know, my subconscious, your purpose stuff for create. Like that just come out of the blue. Like you have to understand. Like if you, my subconscious told me that you know what, I forgive you for not doing no pictures right now. I shot my wedding out.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah. But you listen to your subconscious too.
it said that. It said, but you didn't make music every week. You did come up with something great. Continue.
Yeah.
That's what it said, right?
Yeah.
And so the scoop is that I am already in touch. I'm not tell you too much about the project, but I will reveal all in good time. I am at the beginning of starting a new exhibition here in Houston. You know, photography and music. Because what I wanted to do, which I did in my last show in Belize, was create a space for photographic work alongside music. So this particular project where I kind of mentioning to you right now will involve photography and music, you know, a very integral way. And hopefully everything will be ready by, I'm predicting by May of 2026. And by then we should have the space for the show and everything. Yeah, blow your mind. Yeah, blow your mind. I can promise you that.
Yeah. I'll probably be in attendance, so we good.
Well, I will let you know. Well, you know,
Yeah, you'll let me know. Y'all VIP, what are you talking about? I'm VIP, bro.
I know. I mean, I'm making up in advance.
Yeah, for real. I pull up for real.
Yeah, be big, man.
I represent.
Yeah, be big.
Check this out. Before we go into Florida, I want to run a track, right? And then I want to run. Wait a minute. Last night, them boy said, Gregory said, no, G Mike said, tell me that them boy said that the premier did post in the picture. So I asked you where you go about, but that G Mike did defend you and said, no, I mean a picture you take when you were talking was like that, right?
Yeah.
But Gregory know the clone around and whatever. Send another picture in the bottom of my page, right? Where the honorable prize, the better the shake while he boy hand. So Gregory say, yeah, see, he pose again. So, because whenever I come around, they got a picture there, because you know what I mean, they're fantastic. But I mean, you gonna get back to taking photographs again, right? But I just want you to know that. But listen, I'm around the track, right? And show 1, 2, 3 things. You think I'm gonna leave it. Oh, that's all.
That sounds good.
All right. This is my song track for my when I have some people I'm working with right now that's setting up the movie. Should be doing the pilot or whatever in a hot second. I want to highlight Shine, because Shine is out there doing whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but besides that, we doing things over here. But to me, that makes sense. I think we midway through it. That's the thing. You take it away. I've been playing it all day, so it's not in midway through the morning. See? Yeah. I'm having a heavy rotation, man. You know, these types of guys go there. Okay?
Yep.
No.
That's the girl.
That's the
You know the way? A Mandala newspaper.
No, we can't look up to the back. I'm
And,
on that on you.
that Mandela newspaper, I could get a big picture, I could read the headlines, and don't politics as usual. And the we'll call it the
As usual. You can get
carnation can like jewelry, the belt and the necklace.
Yeah, Biggie. You too.
Beautiful moment.
You explain it.
That's something I always dream about. Foxtail.
Biggie.
You know the foxtail of Belize, is it? Belize?
Yeah, the fox tool.
Okay, the plant.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
one.
it. And then this the one that was like, this wasn't, last night, because that story just did that about the phone. Like,
That's powerful.
official. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
official right there.
That's the one of that divine intervention, boy. That's it. Mr. Price was a believer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the real official.
Different came in that moment. I can explain that real quick.
Official.
I credit that to supernatural forces, not just myself, because the picture was supposed to, the flash in the front was supposed to go off.
Yeah,
There was one in the background coming through the window I had set up there.
yeah.
And when I took that picture, he only held his hands together for 1 second.
And that's it.
I saw it. I was like, shit, I could catch that. And he pressed his hand together like he was in prayer. And the four did not go off. And I thought, oh my gosh, I missed that moment. And when I look at the picture,
No, you did it.
the wet, I mean, the power of it, the way
Yeah.
the light just came and touched him like I mean, a rock, and like the sun just come up on a cloud, you know. And then probably to the left hand side of him in the back, you'll see a portrait of Jesus peeping at us.
Yeah, I see that too. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, I see that too.
It was a powerful image, you know, when I used it after that was something that, you know, it wasn't a typical portrait. And I have to credit that to supernatural forces, but because throughout the whole project with Mr. Price, there were some peculiar things that happened that were very hard to explain. Other than they were a bit supernatural.
What's this?
10 years ago, I don't know how the whole
10 years ago, why?
that style.
So before we move on, I want you to know, wait, let me let them know G Mike is on every Thursday. You know? With Chaspoon and Mr. Gregory Morrison, of course, and Joey Cody, 9 East Time today. But this Thursday, the time will change because we're having the cast, man, in the studio over here in New York. When you come to New York, you have to come to the studio.
Yes,
We're having the cast of Makobi in the studio on the Sticks. That's next week Thursday. G Mike will be hosting that. So make sure you plug in on that. You know what I mean? So that's going to be live. You know, we're Ray and Alfie and them guys. You know what I mean? So now we setting up the studio. Now we're setting the Sticks coming. Everything is hard work, but you like you say.
I am a G.
If you're the subconscious thing, you speak with somebody, stick with that. I think that's what I'm doing too, and that was the full of knowledge of me too. I took that to heart, you know.
Yeah.
See?
G, I'm a ballad, man. I used to run into that man all the time.
Yeah. Hey man, before we go out of here, look, let me see. You put up for the little bit I know. So you were talking a project that's coming up, so that's all the focus is right now, right?
No. I'm releasing music, brother. I just released a single last week. Called Demons and Angels. It's on Spotify. It is what I call a goth techno with gothic influences. So there's a lot of different, you know, the vibe is amazing. You could dance to it, but you got a kind of gothic feel. You know, they have the voices, you have the organs, you have the orchestra, you have that kind of ominous vibe happening in it at the same time. A friend of mine mentioned it to me that he loved the track, and someone told me I think that's my best track. So I guess
wow, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's good feedback. And for you, you know, like based on what you were saying, well, I could tell you straight up that the track starts with a kind of orchestral beginning, so there's no beat immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much soundtrack, and then
exactly. Yeah.
You have to check that one out. I said
no, man, I got you, man. Just run them by me, man. Get them licensed up first. You know what I mean? You know what to do, bro.
Well,
you know what I mean? When you come back, you go teach them. Yeah. So Listen, anything you want to say to anybody out here before we out of here? Because you know I don't be out here too long like this guy. You got to be out here for 2 hours, man.
Yeah, well, first of all, I like to say a few hellos, shout outs. I'd like to, first of all, to thank everybody that liked the new Adrian page on Facebook. I just put that out like a week ago, and I already have like 130 something people on it. I used it to promote that release I was telling you about. So I appreciate that kind of, support from everyone. And I know there's a lot more music coming. I have one track I'm gonna drop on you guys maybe by Christmas. It's already been mastered. Big up to the people that master my music too, by the way. Half a shout out Kendall Simpson. I'm a #1 ballad that by he's been there, the master. 90%.
Shout out Gibson, shout out.
I have to shout out your ballad, Smokey Dan.
Shout out to the Dan.
The Dan boys, he did a great job on wine for me that hard to describe that song. Beautiful thing though. And he loved it a lot. He was enthusiastic working. Great person.
Yeah. He high strong. Yeah, he got energy like crazy.
Yeah, man, a great guy, that man. Good
man. I'm glad that's working out for you guys, man. For real, man.
And then one more man I want to mention is Max Revenue. I don't know if you know him, a young man from Belize. He had mastered my only vocal single so far. I was just getting into the vocal thing when I had to move to Belize, to the US from the States. From getting my places mixed up. From Belize to the States.
Yeah.
And he did a fantastic job on that, So I have hundreds of songs ready for you guys. But let me tell you one thing. That song when it come out next, that's probably one of the hardest songs I ever put out. That song coming is called, tell you the name of the song is called Walking Through Walls.
Okay.
That bugger a monster. I already test drive it with a couple of my friends, and the feedback I got about that is like, okay, you know what? This is the time for investing and promoting one of your songs.
Okay, correct.
What I'm trying to do with Adrian right now is build a catalog.
Yeah.
So, a company in a studio. Yeah.
Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, they try to build a catalog and then
you try to build a catalog. Yeah.
But the next song will be promoted. It deserves it. It's a monster. I tell you, when you hear it, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got full confidence, my boy, for real. You know what I mean? I like the vibes is like different, bro. It's like on a different planet altogether. But I think that's where, to me, anyway, I think that's where the future is, because I think it comes in waves, like you say, it's like this, you know what I mean? But it keeps getting higher. And I think where you're taking that is like the higher dimension, because it was like this, and then, ancestral, and then, you know what I mean? We got into our own, and then this, but it got to do with like transcending. You got to do with like moving the goalpost. You got to do with like confidence. You got to do with like, you know what I mean? Like, you still keep the respect for the game and the roots, but taking it to the other level is what it takes. A lot of people get logistical and just do what's there. You know what I mean? They be like, we follow this channel, we do that. And like you said, I want to step outside the box. But then it's mundane, though. Come on, man. You know what I mean? To me, I don't even want to hear it. I swear, you know what I mean? I deal with some of my cats, and I work with some of the people I think who got the skills, and I try to bring on the show and let them do them. But that regular, everyday, but like, to me, I try to be like honest, Rich. I'm gonna be like this. Like, okay, some of these dudes that's getting paid to do some of them things, I can't be mad at that. Forget the paper, you know what I mean? I can't be mad at that. Where my conflict lies is with the industry that's pushing that negativity into the streets. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Not too cool with, because they keeping that, and they're giving it, backing it and putting the paper behind it and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, but it ain't about me, man. I'm just like letting you know what's up, man. I'm letting you know, like, I'm proud of you, man. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's cool to be like cool with somebody like you. I'm like, besides the music, you know what I mean, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, be cool with cool people, man. You know what I mean? So, blessing, man. This ain't your first time. This ain't your last time. When you ready to talk politics, you go up on them boys' show. I don't talk politics, but this show, so they boy ask a lot of questions. So,
let's say they talk Belize politics.
They boy love you, man. That boy, I love you. That boy, G Mike and them guys, they proud of you, man. They love you. Just keep up the good work, my man. Say hi to everybody for me, man. And bless up.
And yeah, one more. Look, I just say hello to my wife. I never forget.
Yeah, of course. What? I know I get lost in it.
But hey, I got
what? Stop playing.
It's the best.
Stop playing. Respect your wife. Go ahead, bro.
Yes, I.
Go ahead. Say what you guys say. Say respect your wife.
Okay, then. All right. Well, shout out to my wife, Crystal. Shout out to my kids, Tadran Pierce and Nathan Holder. The next generation coming on strong. You know what I'm saying?
Respect. Bless up, man. You say we're gonna try to get in a minute. I'm gonna call you during the week.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. You
all
guys
right,
peace.
Peace. Yeah, that's my man. Let me run some shots while we do with the team still. It's not a game. That's the little chat box. Got the liquid ITL. That's the number. I also want to say respect to my people too. You know what I mean? My baby, Candice, Leona, Erica, Amber, Slade, one love. Respect you to bring a pony for checking it. What is pony, anything good? Come be with them on the set. You must drive it, yeah. All the viewers last night, specifically, but like you know, we're running rotation. It's happening. Like, subscribe. Shannon, I want to subscribe. Shannon, 1, 2, 3. Paulin, A, T-Rock. Hey, what's on? What's up? You coming in on the 15th day? What's on? You coming in? Come on, what's up, man? Yeah, we speak out to Marco Prayer. You know, we prayers up to you, my brother. You know what I mean? Robin Hood. What's up, Robin Hood? You know, we say we speak out my father's out there, too. Mac, what's up? You good? He's making me right here. Next word, what you going, man? I'm a father. So we respect we our Brooklyn super food. Nah, I'm still on the shit. You can't. Kerwin, I want to respect to Steven last night for show respect to them guys, you know what I mean? Respect you to the one going on. One love. Not the people that like subscribe. Tell somebody, you live. And good news for you. Yeah.